has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Hoi gamers, Lord Genua here. Long time no see, About a year ago, I made a video called How I Destroyed My School with Nice Cock Posters. Since then, I haven't really been uploading much, you could say. And so many people were wondering, where the fuck am I? Let me be honest. Last year, it was in this kind of shit. Basically, at the end of the video, I announced this thing called Operation NICE, and the goal was for there to be a video about the operation, uh, which was supposed to come out like a month after it. But the operation went by smoothly. We started working on the video, and everything was going fine at first. But then a little known thing you might have heard of happened, and it made things worse by itself simply because we were all under a lot of pressure with distance education and such. But it also ended up making everything else worse, like a lot worse. And I mean, we basically had no schedule, no morale to finish the video, and the progress slowed down drastically. To make matters worse, around the same time, I was hacked and doxxed by a group of people who I presume weren't really big fans of my video. But everything is fine. I changed my passwords, contacted a tech support. They threw the guys out. Everything should be fine now. Don't worry. They still know where I live, but something tells me they aren't going to pay a visit anytime soon. But yeah, all in all, it wasn't a very consequential event, but it still fucked me up a little bit because, I mean, if you suddenly just got doxxed and, hacked and someone was like, ooh, I know where you live, like, I mean, you're gonna be spooked a little. Uh, and then a bunch of personal things happened that I do not really feel comfortable talking about. Just like, eh. But let's just say a bunch of unfortunate events happened in real life that made me feel a lot worse. And then I got cancelled on Twitter too. What happened was people leaked my old role playing sessions alongside incidents of me being an incel or just sort of a dick to people. It started out with people mostly just calling me out for toxic behavior, but then it sort of skyrocketed into people calling me a pedophile and a groomer, stalker, harasser, all colors of the rainbow, despite me being 15 years old. I mean, I go to school. Like, I thought you would notice that from the thing, but okay, man, motherfuckers from Guinness. Where's my record for youngest pedophile in the world? But yeah, that was sort of the last straw. All of these things individually suck, but altogether they created this gigantic ball that just sort of fell on me and crushed my skull because I collapsed. I had a complete mental breakdown. I started having so I cut ties with a lot of people and just all of the internet in general just because I needed some time alone to recover. I would have nonstop panic and anxiety attacks, and then during night, yeah, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because I would be shaken, and then when I would fall asleep, then I would wake up in the middle of the night because I had a nightmare, and it would be an even bigger nightmare to go back to sleep. So let's just say I wasn't really feeling well for a pretty long time. Eventually, around autumn, I decided to come back to social media a little bit to try and see what I missed and such. And I discovered this weird thing during my, I guess, spiritual journey. You could say that I have developed sort of a PTSD to a lot of things I used to love doing, mostly social media and content making, which is why I sought to distance myself from that for a while. The content making thing passed. That's why that's why I couldn't make a video for the longest time, because I would just feel very bad every time I do it. My stomach hurts a little bit now as I'm recording this, but like it's nothing major. Don't worry. Like, uh, I can pass it off. Don't worry. I discovered that I had a very strong anxiety associated with social media, and that anytime I interact with Twitter, right, as much as touch it, I start shaking again. The anxiety comes back, and I just feel like shit, and it completely ruins the rest of the day for me. I had to make the difficult decision to quit Twitter entirely, and then 3 days later, my account gets suspended. So yeah, you could say that 2020 didn't really treat me all that well, but yeah, I feel better now. I'm sort of back, and I am proud to say that after 11 months of constant pain and suffering, the Operation Ice video is finished. Well, I mean, almost finished. Bear with me. There are a few finalizing touches that need to be made, because it's not just the video that's coming out. For the past few months, we've been working on a separate project because we thought that the video by itself would not be satisfying enough. So, currently, we have a plan to release the video alongside what is known as the Top Secret Cock Project. The Top Secret Cock Project, it could be anything, okay? I want you to have an open mind. I want you to be surprised. It could be a book, it could be a mixtape, a merch line, any a Netflix original series. It could be whatever, okay? But just so you know, we're working on a big cock project. It requires a lot of work, and because of this, the video cannot be released right now. We want to make sure that all the links work and that everything is fine before we, render the video and such. So, yeah, that's going to take a while. So when is the video coming out, right? The video is scheduled to come out on March 9th. That's right, the cock heist date. Whoa. I realized that doing the cock heist thing this year wouldn't really be a good idea, because as much as it's a shadow of its former self, the whole thing that was happening is still very prominent, especially here in Russia, even though people like to act like it's not a big deal. We still have quite a lot of cases. And so do a lot of other countries around the world. I heard America is still going through a lot. So I honestly don't want to start an event during this period. And also, it would be very difficult for me to check the hashtag if it literally gives me mental pain to do so. It's not very. It's going to be a little bit hard. Plus, I already spent the last year doing nothing but being stuck in my room alone with the whole nice cock meme and my sleep paralysis demon. So I'm kind of tired of the meme, like personally. Like, I love working on the video. I think it's turning out really great, and I'm proud of all the work that everyone's put in it. But like, this isn't what I thought I would be doing for the next year. So, I kind of I'm tired of it, and after all this work, I don't want to just like, oh, now I suddenly got to do it again, but for next year. Like, I can't do. I'm sorry, I cannot. Enough cocks for me. I've had my share of cocks, so I decided that instead of going for all this trouble to organize another event, I'm just going to give you guys what I promised to give last year, because that's the very least I can do, right? I know a lot of people are tired of the meme. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're milking it to death. Stop, please, move on." But to all the people, like, I guess to all the haters, or to all the people who just are tired of it, I understand you. Okay, I spent the last year doing nothing but working on it, and I'm so fucking sick of it. But I just want it to be the best thing it can. All right. So many people, so many truly talented people put so much effort into this. It would be a crime not to release it, because the last year had a lot of bad stuff happening, and it would make all of us feel a bit better if we were like, well, over this year wasn't pointless because hey, we did this, and that's pretty good. So I hope you at least see where I'm coming from. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Once again, I apologize for missing out for such a long time. It just wasn't in the best place. Operation Nice is going to be uploaded to this channel in a week or so, something like that. But regardless, it will be scheduled for premiere on March 9th. At the end of the premiere, there's going to be an announcement for the Top Secret Cock project, which is going to be released to the world as soon as it gets announced. So if you guys want to find out what the Top Secret Cock project is, or you were one of the people waiting for the video for all these months and finally want to see it, or you just want to see what we wasted all of our mental energy and sanity on, then I guess like and subscribe, click the bell, mark your calendar, set a timer, tell your mom you got an exam for this day so that she would wake you up and say, "Wake up, Jimmy, you got an exam today," and you'd be like, "Ah, yes, cock." So yeah, whatever works for you. Just saying that it's coming out 100% March 9th, video and a Top Secret Cock project together. Be excited, please. I beg you, please. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I guess we're back, gamers. We're back. I'm excited to show you what we got in store. So I don't know how to say this. I guess see ya.